What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And what we're looking at here for Bitcoin, we're sitting at $9,515. And we're going to be looking at this on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that we've actually broken out of our pennant. So we broke out yesterday. We have back tested it, and now we're trying with a little bit heavier volume here get up through and close up above that $9,303. We talked about that. This was our previous high here. It was resistance back over here. So we need to get over top of that area and close over top of 9,303 today so that we can potentially go up there and start making our way to that $10,530. As we've talked about, overall in the macro sense, we're still in a downtrend. Okay, so you can look here and you can see we've been having these lower highs coming in. So it's very important for us to get over top of $10,530. If we're able to do that, then we can really start even running into the $12,000 range. That's a possibility. But what we're looking at here is this pennant. And as you see, we have this long pull. We went through this in the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns a couple of videos back. We have this long pull, and then we basically have this small symmetrical triangle that's forming. And typically when you look at these pennants, they're less than about 11 to 13 days. So this would definitely be a pennant. It's not a symmetrical triangle. It would be a pennant, and we're looking at a potential upside break. Now, what the Encyclopedia Chart Patterns talks about is that if we do break out of here cleanly, we can run up 25%. That would put us over top of that 10,530, which we would then need to turn into support, which would be important. But you lose a little bit of strength when you break out and then you actually come back and you have a throwback and you back test it. That can actually lose a little bit of steam. It doesn't mean that this isn't going to continue to move to the upside. It just takes away a little bit of that power as if it was a straight shot all the way through on heavy volume. So that's what we're looking at now, but we need a close up above 9,300 today so that we can go up there and tackle even that $10,000 psychologically. Guys, I think it's extremely important for us to get up above $10,000 psychologically. We've talked about it in many videos in the past, how I really wanted to hold that once we got up above that. I really think a lot of the times when we're below that, traders psychologically don't want to go long as much as they do when we're up above that $10,000 and we're treating it as support. But overall, for the 4 hours here, I mean, you can see the trend's up. We're still obeying this green trend line that we have here. We're up above our 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. We're up above our 50 and our 20 EMA. So right now the trend is up. We're just trying to break this resistance here, which we have broken it. Now we need to turn it into support by the time the candle closes today. That's going to be important for us. But we have had some different things going on here. If you take a look at this, now, when we broke out initially from this pennant, it was on above average volume, so that's looking good. You say, okay, that'd be the time. But what happened was here, we didn't get up above and close up above that 9,303. But what happened was we had a sell-off here, and we actually back tested. You can see almost to the tick there, back tested the top of this pennant here, which we always talk about. But what happened was it came on heavier volume. So this is why it's throwing me off a little bit, because typically when you see candles like this, or it's just a little short fall like that, you're going to have less volume. So you'd have heavier volume to the upside, then it'd be drying up before you make that next move to the upside. But this is pretty heavy volume. This is above average volume that we are having on this sell-off. So that's why I'm wondering if this here, is it going to have enough legs? And that's why I think waiting for the candle close today up above that 9,303, even that previous high that we've had. You know, guys, some people would even wait to break $10,530, this previous high. There's a lot of traders who are sitting back waiting to see if we can turn that into support. But right now, we're just going to have to see still a sticky situation. We got some weird things going on right now. For Bitcoin on TradingView, because I know a lot of people like this, we'll go into this, the technical analysis. What you can see on the one-day chart is we have 18 for a buy signal, we have 8 for a neutral, and we have 2 for a sell. So like we've talked about, the trend is still up. So if you're in positions, this is when you want to be hodling, or this is when you want to be holding, right? We don't want to be holding in a downtrend. So when you're seeing something going like this, this is not when you want to hodl. You want to hodl when you see things making these higher lows. That's what you're looking for now. So you're just sitting in a position and waiting to see if we're going to continue this trend to the upside, because in the intermediate term here, we're in an uptrend. Overall, in the macro sense, we're in a downtrend. So still remember that this $10,500, what we do with that is going to be a really big deal for us here, okay? So I wanted to put that out there for Bitcoin. If you like me covering that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys been putting smiley faces, exclamation points. That really helps out with the channel. Even if you can just put my name down there, good work, whatever, really helps out, guys. I appreciate that. And you've been helping us grow. So We're going to go into Litecoin next. Take a look at this. Litecoin's a little bit behind Bitcoin here. So with Litecoin, we talked about this critical area, that $46.59. And these are things that I would write down if I were you guys. You know, support, resistance, you're looking at in your charts, write it down. That's why I try to say it for you. $46.59 was the support that we wanted to hold. That was the previous area we broke up through. We back tested like we do a lot of times in the crypto space, guys. You really have to watch for that. Tried to go up again, couldn't get up above $51. And now we've actually been in this little downtrend in the short term. And now we're below that $46.59. And we're also flirting with our yellow trend line here. So this is something we need to hold today. We had tweezer bottoms down here on the 4-hour time frame, and that was respecting. We basically had like a bullish piercing pattern. So what I'm hoping is this short little downtrend is now over and we can start working back up, but we're not there yet. You can see the volatility stop is still red here, so that's showing the short-term downtrend. So there's still a lot of indecision here. We're right on that trend line. We're up above our 200 moving average, which is good in the longer time frame, but we're below that 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame and that 20 as well, and now that $46.59 as overhead resistance. So we definitely have to be aware of that, and I'm watching the volume. As you see the volume here, it's been heavier to the downside, and then these little reactions are weaker, so that's showing a clear downtrend there. We need to dig ourselves out of that and start putting in higher highs and higher lows, okay? And then for the indicators there, for the relative strength index, we're looking at about 46 on the RSI, and you could even draw a trend line along here and wait to see if you could get a trend line break on the RSI, and maybe that's going to be enough to start taking us up here and challenging $47.50. Then it'd be up around $49.83, then $51. That's about all the farther I'll go right there, because those are the immediate areas that we really need to get through. So Litecoin's a little weaker than Bitcoin is right now, so I just want to put that on your radar here. But here's the trend line. We don't want to start having daily candle closes below that. We can start getting into some trouble with that. So that's Litecoin, guys. You're part of the Litecoin family. Let me know down low. Let me know if you're in a position. I know a lot of people have been putting that down there, and I really respect that. Like I said, guys, you know, if your game is to hodl or whatever, or dollar cost average, then do your thing. You have a plan and stick to your plan. That's the key as well. Have a plan and stick to your plan. I'm just trying to help people trade so they don't, you know, see 60% of their money go away in the matter of a day time. Think about that, guys. You can go out with your family or whatever. You went to the zoo or whatever. You said, I'm not going to look at Bitcoin for the day, and you come back and it was at, you know, or Litecoin, I'm sorry, here. Litecoin was at, let's see, we made it all the way up to $83 there. And we went as low as $25. And you can see almost in a matter of a day's time or so here, we went from $63 all the way down to $25. But I remember looking at Bitcoin, it was like over $8,000. And all of a sudden you turn around in one day and half your money's gone. So, you know, that's why you always have to align yourself with the trend. There's good times to hodl, but there's also times you don't want to when you're in a downtrend. So that's why identifying trends, you can see intermediate term uptrend right here, intermediate term uptrend. Here's your downtrend, overall macro downtrend. Look at this downtrend and see how everything works in trends. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Because people say, oh, why don't you just throw out where you trade or whatever? Guys, someone can give you a fish for the day or whatever, and they'll feed you for the day, but I'm trying to help you for a lifetime here, and I trade in different time frames than other people. So I can get in, I can get out very fast. This market changes so much, so I would never do that. But I'm looking at these trends, and you see how right here, lower highs, lower lows coming in until the trend changed here, and you set that first higher low right in this area, even right here, first higher low, and then that changed the trend. So you want to align yourself with these trends. And right now the trend is still up in the intermediate term, but in the short term here for Litecoin, we're in that downtrend. So just align yourself with the trends. That's what you want to do, okay? And when you're in a downtrend, you know, you don't want to be holding big positions. That really can do some damage to you. So guys, we're going to move into Ethereum next. I want to help feed people for a lifetime. I want people to learn this so that they can do it for themselves. That's one of the main things. You know, I've taken myself from this. 3 years ago, I didn't even know anything about charting or candlesticks or any of that. And I fell in love with it, and I have a passion for it now. And that's why I want to share it with people as well the best that I can. So for Ethereum, we're fighting over this area, guys. It's really just the same thing here. We're fighting over that $204.90. We'll call it 205. That was our previous area of resistance that we broke up through. We need to get back up above it. We don't want that to turn into resistance on us. If that does turn into resistance on us, then I really would probably be looking down to that 200-day, or I'm sorry, yeah, the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which would be about $181. I would look at if we had a downward break here, because we also don't want to lose this yellow trend line that we've been in for quite a while now. And we could even probably adjust this, want as many touches as we can. So we're basically having a fight right now. You can see our touches here right over this trend line, so you can see how important it is. Same deal, intermediate term, we're in an uptrend. Short term, we're in a downtrend. Volatility stop here, you can see is up above, so that's showing the short term downtrend. I'd really keep an eye on about $181, as well as at $174 if we have a downside break. Upside, if we can hold this 204.90, let's get up above $219, then be right around that 226, then be up around the $247 area. And then we could start even going higher, maybe to that 286, but we're just not there yet. What we look at here on this channel is price action. Price action is everything. That's going to tell you the story of buying and selling, as opposed to just hoping. You never want to hope in the market. Guys, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Those who get greedy, or those who just say, I'm going to hold through this, and then all of a sudden you see 90% of your account gone. We're trying to avoid those situations on this channel. That's why I want to help you learn how to trade the best that I can. So if you get something from this, let me know down below, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you being here with me today, and let me know your positions. I really love to hear that, and I'll try to get back to you the best I can. I'm back in my other business now, and that's my primary business. So I'm going to do this the best that I can, and hopefully you guys get something from it. God bless. Take care.